What up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to run a successful Instagram profile for business. So one of the things that I do best, and I've been doing it for quite a while, is run social medias, especially Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that, for large corporations, and in this case I run it for my own footwear company, Off Axis. In the last year we've gone from 0 when we first started to 20,000 organic followers, and we've got millions and millions of views on the profile. I'm going to tell you guys some of the little secrets that I use to make sure that our videos get a ton of views, sometimes even go viral, and how to get that organic reach. So before we get started, I'm going to talk about some of the things and successes that I've had for other social medias, and that way I don't sound like just some person who's going to tell you to buy followers and stuff. Because I get these emails all the time from people like, I can help you organically grow your pages, and these people just literally buy spam bots over in like India, and it literally just is detrimental for your page, and there's no coming back once you have a bunch of fake followers. So one of the things that I've done is when I worked for Razer, I worked for this company called Razer. It's a large outdoor sports toy company. Most of you know them as the company that made scooters. So I started off in sales and I eventually worked into the social media, and this was around when Instagram was first coming out, and I read a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vee, one of the best guys on social media, and it really helped me out. Now, most of the stuff I'm going to be talking about has nothing to do with that book, so I'm not going to recommend it to you because that book is definitely outdated. So some of the things I took our page from 10,000 followers to 100,000, mostly on the content creation part. So most of the important parts about social media is the content you create. Now, we're going to get into that in a little bit. Aside from the content creation, there's also when you're going to post, how you're going to post, what the caption's going to be, when you're going to post, if you're going to run ads, when you should run those ads, how much you should run those ads on. All this stuff comes into play, and it really, really helps out if you're doing it correctly. So this isn't going to be a super long tutorial on how to run your Instagram profile, but I will make more in the future because I, again, think this is probably what I do best, and I've done it for my own business, and we solely sell all of our products on Instagram. So one of the first things you got to do is you got to get good content. What's the most popular thing in your field? Like, let's say for me, I do action sports. Action sports is very easy to market because to everyone it looks cool. Maybe your business isn't based around something as exciting as action sports. So what you got to do is figure out what is the most exciting part about our business. And you got to really focus on that kind of stuff. And one of the things that's most important about Instagram is people have such short attention spans. You got to really take the most important part of the video and you got to place it at the front. That way you catch the person's eye. Otherwise, they're just going to keep scrolling. The second thing is you're going to want to look at what time your audiences are most active. For me, it's on the weekends. For sure, more people are on social media and Instagram on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday, no matter what, our videos do way better than they do during the week. Also, during the middle of the day, do most of your followers come from the United States or do they come from Australia? Wherever they are, you gotta post when people are either on their lunchtime or they're just getting off work, when people bust out that cell phone and they look through Instagram. A third thing that's really important, and it depends on what kind of business you're running. For example, for me, action sports, most of the stuff that we're going to be posting is videos, and for us, that's how we get the best results, is from videos. Again, we also only have a few products, so we're not going to have too much photography because if you follow us, you've seen our products, we don't need to keep throwing them in your face. One of the most important things about social media, and again, I take this from the Jab, 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 Right Hook reference I said earlier from Gary Vee, is you don't want to keep throwing stuff at people to where it's like obvious marketing, because people do not want to be marketed to. They want to see stuff that they like, and they don't want to be seeing ads, especially if you're a page that they follow. They're just going to unfollow you if you just keep throwing product photos at them. So what we focus on mostly is doing cool things and just barely throwing in little like bits and clips of our shoes or our shirts or whatever we're marketing in that post. Again, we don't want to be obviously like starting off the video with a product shot because people don't want to see that and they're just going to keep scrolling. So keep your page as like, one of the things I like to say is like guerrilla as possible. Don't make it obvious that you're marketing. Make it very subliminal and make it very friendly. When someone looks at your page, you want it to look nice and colorful, or if you don't want to make it colorful, have a theme. The theme looks really good, and ideally, if you can, if you're especially a page that's going to be posting more product photos or photos of Instagram models or all that kind of stuff, you want to keep a theme, keep the same color scheme going. It looks a lot better. For our case, we don't really post that many photos because the videos just do way better, especially in our case. So it's really hard to get a specific look for our page, but what we do is make sure everything looks high definition and try to match up the colors as best as we possibly can. For example, right now it is fall, so we're going to do more of like an orange-red theme, kind of like this. If it's summertime, we might do a little bit hotter tone, like yellow, blues, the sky, all that stuff. So keep that stuff in mind. Seasons really help for promoting your brand too. The next thing is consistency. You want to be posting as much as you possibly can without watering it down. You don't want to be posting bad stuff to where people don't want to follow your page anymore, but you want to be getting as much good content out there as possible. Social media is free, and especially if you're doing it correctly, you can get way better results than if you're doing a TV commercial or something like that. You're going to get a lot better results from social media, especially if you're doing it correctly. So really, this is where you should be putting all of your eggs, especially if you're a smaller company like myself and you only have a few employees. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about is budgeting, because not everyone's going to have a budget at first, but if you do have a budget to work with, I'm going to show you guys how to use it properly, and I've learned this the hard way by spending money in the wrong places, and this is what I've come up with after years of studying social media algorithms on Facebook and Instagram. Let's say you have a $100 budget. That's what my company uses for Instagram per week, and this is how we do it. At first, we started off thinking, okay, let's put about 15 to 20 bucks a day on these videos. The problem with that is when your videos are showing every single day, Instagram's going to show them to the same people over and over, and I'm sure you've noticed, if you're looking through your page, you see the same brand over and over and over. Now, rather than having your ads running every single day, the better thing to do, what I like to call, is exercise your profile. Use that $100 in one day. One day. In fact, if you want to and get serious, use that $100 in 12 hours. Because what that's going to do is it's going to force Instagram to show your ads to a larger amount of people in a faster amount of time. So if if Instagram's going to show your profile to 10,000 people with that $100 over 5 days, it's going to split it up into 2,000 people per day. And most likely there's going to be the same people every single day. Rather than using all at one time, it's going to show it to 10,000 people because it has to. It can't just keep showing it to the same people every single day. It's going to show up to them once and not again for the rest of the day. That way it's going to expand your audience. And really, if you have good ads, people only see it once and they're going to be hooked, or they're going to follow you. So that's one of the best things to be doing for social media marketing. Another super important thing is if you're going to be using that marketing budget on a short period like I'm telling you to do, what you need to do is make sure your page is ready. Make sure you got your story posted with your ads. Make that stuff subliminal. That way you're not just throwing it in front of people's faces. Make sure you have like a swipe up option on your page. Make sure you just posted a piece of good content about an hour or two before you do this ad. About an hour after you do this ad. That way, once all these people are looking at your profile, you post a video. Naturally, when you have all those people coming to your profile, they're always going to click on most recent video, giving that video as much of a chance as it possibly can to go viral. So that's all I'm going to dive into today. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys would like me to talk about, because I really have so much data in my head about social media advertising, and I'm ready to help anyone out, especially if you're a new company like myself. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe again. Peace.